Evet. Saracak. Ya verin. Buraya koyup buradan çıkar. Ondan sonra abi ben onunla yakın mısın? Yatır yaptığında iyi. Neyi alalım neyi? Biraz daha sadece. Biraz daha sadece. Yorgan yüzüne kapatınca havasız kaldı. Tamam biliyorum ama ona elimiz girmiyor bak şimdi bak ben senin elini tutuyorum gördün mü? Yorganı mı aldın? Abdullah. He? Oğlum az daha dur deliği genişletek tamam mı? He? Ne çekeriz. Çekerim ya ben oradan kaç tane adam çektim. Niye çekemezsin oğlum? Tamam işte burayı açacağız olsa seni alacağız orada biz. Açacağız komple açacağız buraları. He. Yavaş. Çok sakin. Çekişme bayrak. He. Orada mı? He burada. Abi annesi nerede? Çağır annesini çağır. Oğlum dışarı daha soğuk ha. Aynen. Dışarı daha soğuk baba. Dışarı soğuk dışarı.
Tamam ağlama aslanım ağlama. Ben geldim bak ağlama. Allah'ını sevdiğim. Dayı lan oraya 2000 olun Mustafa Bey. Dayı bir dakika bana müsaade et dayı. Efendim Mülün. Neyi alır? Hangisi? Yok orada sana fener verdi. Feneri aç.
The video you are watching is live from Turkey. You know, there's nothing more precious than life. If there's anything more precious, more important, there's nothing more precious than life. Money is important, but I want to tell you today that there is more risk in comfort than in natural life. If you disagree, please share your thoughts. Keep watching this video that is going on, and you will see what is really going on. You see how precious life really is. And I'm saying here emphatically that there is more risk in comfort than in natural life. If you have a look at the type of buildings, look at the height of the building that is collapsing. Right. It is a very tall building that it's a luxury. Like people think those buildings are more comfortable, and you need such buildings to live a good life, to be happy. But then you ask yourself, if the people were living on a normal level building, like single story or just a little bit higher, how do you think that the process of rescue would have been? If it was just a single building, it would be easy to find them. But the more technology is advancing, the more things are getting deeper in life, the more humanity tries to achieve better, the more risky life becomes. The faster your car, the higher the possibility of you losing your life driving that car. Okay, the more technologically oriented your gadgets in your house, the higher the possibility of you even getting electrocuted. How do you feel if you have a remote control car, a remote control house, and then if your remote control's battery is not working, you are locked out? So the more intense technology, the more advanced we try to get, the more challenging life becomes, the more risky. Look, houses are more risky to live in than in the forest. Okay, well, you might think in the forest, oh, you are exposed to the winds, the weather, you are exposed to dangers of animals harming you. But trust me, if you mastered where your Lord, your Maker originally deposited you, where God placed you, in the forest with the animals, if you mastered the names and the kinds of animals, you will know the risky animals and those that are not risky. You will know and you'll be able to live with them in peace. And in the bush, earthquake can happen, tremors can happen. But trust me, there are better ways of surviving in those areas than being trapped under buildings like this. I'm not saying technology and advancement is not good. They are really good. But always there is something that makes us understand that going back to the original source where God really put us from the beginning is always the best for us. So if we are able to live our lives according to how God originally made it for us, then you realize that life is always going to be better. Being the real people that God made us. Staying in the original ecosystem. If a fish is supposed to stay in water, you leave the fish in water. If human beings are supposed to live on earth, you leave human beings on earth. We live better, we last longer on earth than in water as human beings. So if we are going to be in the forest as human beings, live naturally in the environment with the environmental things that makes our lives normal, you realize that houses are more risky to live in times of earthquakes like this than it is for us to live in any other property. You get what I mean? So we have to just look at the buildings, look at how if the materials have collapsed on top of human beings. Some of these buildings are about 9-10 stories. And can you imagine 9-10 story tall collapsing on you? Some of them are about 50 story tall. People, we have to understand that it is better to be natural than to go too technological. Point number 2, we have only 4 points. We have cars are more dangerous to drive than walking. Trust me. Cars are more dangerous. It's more comfortable, but cars are more dangerous. It's more dangerous to drive or be in a car than to be walking on the floor barefooted. Even your doctor will tell you to do exercise. You'll be expected to do cardio. If you are going cardio, you are going walking, you are going running. More natural. But once we sit in cars, then our cardio begin to deteriorate. There are so many sports people. There was a soccer player in Ghana, Junior Agogo, that died of stroke. Fit gentleman, he did all the running whilst on the field, but as soon as you relax, you see the health is going down. It's better to be natural. Canned food is more dangerous than natural or organic food. You will agree with that. So if canned food are more dangerous, if cars are more dangerous, if houses are more dangerous, and if manufactured medications have more side effects than natural medications, then you will understand that all these bad ones are more comfortable. They look more comfortable. All the bad and the dangerous foods that we eat, they are more, canned food, you pick it, you pop it open, and you are eating, you are fine. Fast, you get it quicker, you survive quickly, you enjoy yourself, you live in the best car, you drive all day, no walking. You live in the best house, story. You use lift to go up and down. All these things are cutting down lives. And at worst, when the technology fails like this, we are in trouble. This is where you can see that many people have been trapped under this building. For what reason? Just because they are living in a tall building. They could have lived on the floor. And it's because everybody wants to move into the city. Because we've been made to be aware that we need to amass wealth. So everybody wants to find himself at the place where he can get more. The place where you can get more, living in the bigger capital cities. You'll be compelled to live on skyscrapers. You'll be compelled to live in levels where you naturally feel you are not even scared living there, but you have to. There's this video that's playing in the background, and if you listen to it, which I'm going to let you listen, you know that there are so many things that could cause things to go wrong. Look at this. And this is going on really right now. People are saving lives, and it's being done so slowly that CHRISTIAN ATSU, the footballer of Ghana, everyone is looking for him right now, but Atsu cannot be found yet. In the midst of this thick pile, you ask yourself, how easy is it going to be finding one person in the midst of this thick pile of rubbish? So you have a look at how this guy is being saved. You see, they are trying to rescue somebody live right now, and you see that life is so important than all the things we are looking for. We are chasing after money, chasing after resources. Yes, they are good. As good as they are, life comes much better than whatever we've been looking for. There's nothing. You look at the face of this guy. He's trapped down there. He's so happy that they found him. And those that have found him are so happy they've also found him. So you ask yourself, if they are this happy finding him, how come they are now happy breaking what you've worked all your life for? Sika edaya ope sika si ni nyina ye o. But you see that right now, when lives became in danger, they are now breaking and cracking the little pieces of rocks to let life survive, to get someone out to survive. It means that all that we've been working for, one day this can happen to it. There are many that have died. They are talking about 40,000 people dead as we speak, or even more. They were all working. They all had plans for the next day. But this natural disaster has shortened all their plans. So I'm asking you, what are your plans? What were your plans before? And where have you reached with your plans? Do you think your plans are far advanced? Can anything affect your plans? Are you so sure that you will definitely arrive and achieve what your intentions are? Remember that you live a life in this world and you were made by a creator. And trust me, that creator can take this life whenever he wants. So if you are listening to me today, I want you to think about these things and know that life is more important. And remember that houses are more risky to live in than in the forest. Cars are more dangerous to drive than walking. Canned food is more dangerous than natural food in the environment. Manufactured medications have more side effects than naturopath. God bless you. Share the program, subscribe to the channel. We'll bring you more updates very soon. Remember, your life, my life, they are more important than any other thing we've ever worked for. Trust me. Remember, my life, I repeat, remember this, that my life, your life, they are more important than any other thing we can ever think for. If you don't believe that our lives are more important than anything, watch how these people are taking out this life carefully, majestically, taking time to make sure this happens. There's a guy talking from Ghana thinking that they could just use the machine, send everybody there to go and help to rescue people. Not everybody can rescue. They can't put everybody there. You can make it worse if you don't know what you are doing. Watch this and you see the value of life and the painstaking strategy they are using to save lives. God bless you and see you again tomorrow on Warzone. Watch this.
Tamam. Şu an yapıştır.
Elleme bana.
Bir dakika.
Kafasını tam oynatıyor. Biraz daha sıkacağım şuraya.
Tamam, sık abi.
Tamam abi.
Tamam, bir de kol kırık.
Üfle yüzüne üfle. İçeride takamaz mısın? Öyle diyorlar. Baba. Yok mu zaten? Bana tahta parçasıyla şey ver. Abi.
Efendim abi, gördün mü beni? Allah. Allah'a da kurban senin. Sen benim kardeşim oldun. Tamam mı? Uyuma.
Abi, şu ne fayans mı? Ağır olmaz. Bana ince iki tane tahta parçası.
Al. Tahtayı bulamam ha.
Onu ne olur?
Telefon mu? Yok lan, telefon yok. La ben sana telefon.
Ses geliyor.
Nereden?
Ha?
Oradan telefon çalıyor. İçeriden telefon çalıyor.
İşte amına.
Herkesi kurtar.
Çubuk hareket var bu.
Bir sen kaldın ha burada.
O da ben ona verdiydim.
He. Almamış.
Abdullah abi. Sol kolu değil mi?
Evet.
Allah.
Yapacak bir şey yok. Elinden sen hiç uğraşma.
Çıkaracak mıyız?
Çıkartalım.
Abdullah. O zaman bir tane
Sen bir
arkasına
çıkar abi.
yastık verin. Ben Abdullah'ı buraya koyayım, buradan çıkarayım. Ben çıkacağım.
Çıkartalım.
Abdullah.
Yok bırak hiç uğraşma. Yapamayız.
Ondan sonra ben seni
Yapamayız.
Baba kolunu olur. Abi sen onun koluna yakın mısın?
Yapıyorum.
Yatır bir Abdullah'ı bir.